Oh, you already know. First of all, I'm very, very excited to have everyone back to Deep in the Swamp. It's your boy Q and my brother MG. You know I gotta bring the energy. I'm a little under other weather, but we're gonna still bring it to you. Um, we gotta have a little fun today because I actually gotta shoot a film here in about an hour. So yeah. We gonna get this video in because last night was very exciting. Like I told my brother, we text back and forth about just about everything that's going on in the sports world. Obviously the NFL draft was last night, the first round. Very shocking first round. Only one of them really shocked me. The rest was more of a. I've been doing so many mock drafts and all of that mess. Like you kind of know what position a team is drafting, you just don't know the player. I've got it down to that. And it's getting easier each year. I knew that the Buccaneers, which is me and MG's team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I knew he was going to draft all this alignment. I just didn't know if it was the guy from Washington or our actual pick, uh, Barton from Duke. It was like I said, I couldn't decide between those two because, like I said, the Johnson kid, he himself was a guard center, but Barton was a left tackle who was all SEC and all American as well. He just had short arms. That's the only reason we moved him inside. But once I seen the credentials and the stats and all of that stuff with Barton, I realized that was a great pick. I knew it was going offensive line though, which is crazy. Um, I think it was a great choice. No wide receivers were left. I don't like any of the defensive ends. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The only one I liked was the one from UCLA, um, and Dallas Turner, which he started slipping. If he would have made it to 20, I would have liked to trade it up. But he ain't fall that far. Any surprises in the draft for you? Mm. What do you think of that pick? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. One thing I can say about him is he's consistent in the regular season when it comes to stats and the wins. He'll get to the playoffs. It's just doing more than that. I don't see that. He winning. I don't see him winning you a Super Bowl. That ain't happening. You know, um, but the money that it's not about whether he can win them a Super Bowl or not. It's a simple fact the money that they invested. Like we invested over $100 million in Baker Mayfield. I knew we weren't going first round pick. I just knew we weren't going first round. You can win the fan base over with maybe a late second round pick or third round pick on the quarterback, and nobody question it. But for to be your first round pick with all the holes that the Falcons have, that's crazy. Thank you though, because they are in our division. They are in our division. It is kind of scary though. 'Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. Michael Penix is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the draft. My favorite quarterback was Drake May, who went to a great, perfect situation. Um, he went to the Patriots, which I think Patriots got to steal, man. Jalen Daniels is going to be a great quarterback. He really is. But guys, the things he did in the SEC, he can't do it in the NFL. He's gonna have to stay in the pocket. All that running left to right and outrunning the linebackers and smiling and laughing. The first time he get hit in the NFL, ain't gonna be no more smiling. I'm telling you, them boys, they be lighting up running backs, man. And this man like 110 pounds. So like honestly though, like, and you see what they used to do. He's not Lamar Jackson. People will say, "Oh, Lamar Jackson is real small." Lamar Jackson ain't really small. Lamar Jackson is buff. Y'all go look at that man is muscle. He's just slender frame. There's a difference. You know, Jalen Daniels is a slender frame and he's skinny. He has no weight to him, but great quarterback from the pocket. He reminds me of CJ Stroud from the pocket. The only difference is he doesn't dissect defenses like CJ Stroud does. Um, in my opinion, he relies on his feet more than he does his arm. I mean his mind, because he really respects his arm. Trust me. And more than that, he went to the Washington. Like man, I feel bad for him. I ain't gonna lie. It would have been better with the Patriots. Honestly though, like to think about it, the situation, the organization, it would have been better that way. You know.
Yeah.
Um, it kind of surprised me how long it took before we actually seen a defensive player being taken. That surprised me.
Um, yeah. To speak on that, I like to thank the Philadelphia Eagles for drafting Quincy Mitchell. For
Oh
those
yeah.
of y'all, for those of y'all that don't know, like Quincy Mitchell is from like the area where we from. Like
Mm,
mostly me, like my family,
yeah.
basically all of my family was raised and went to school in Williston, Florida, where Quincy Mitchell is from. And I like to thank the Eagles for drafting him because I would have hated for him to go to Jacksonville or even come to us just to keep it 100 because so many people that about them instead of him that would have like basically ruined his career because like according to a friend of mine that's a Jaguars fan, that's what happened to CJ Henderson. Like he got drafted to the Jaguars. I think he was from Jacksonville, and like the people around him got him like so distracted from everything that he couldn't focus on football, and he just fell off the face of the earth. And I didn't want that to happen to that kid because he worked so hard to get there, and
Mm,
his family sacrificed so much, and like everybody was, making these long behind posts yesterday and trying
uh,
to trying to
that's
come up
great.
with trying to come up with every single thing that they ever did for that kid, trying to make it about them instead of about him. And I'm just so glad that Philly took it, man, because people around here selfish, bro.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep it up tight. We're gonna keep it with good energy. We
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want to give a shout out to Quentin Mitchell, and we wish him nothing but the best. He went to a great defense.
oh,
He went to a great organization. Uh, he
yeah,
will do well in Philadelphia. He would have did well anyway, anywhere, in my
yeah,
opinion. I ain't gonna say I'm glad he ain't got drafted by Tampa, but I'm just glad he got drafted in Philadelphia. I didn't want him in the state of Florida, but honestly, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to anybody. It's God's plan, and I'm a very
yeah,
big man when it comes to God. And it comes to our Father, our Creator. I just feel like everything happens for a reason. If he would have got drafted in Florida, I would have been like, I really feel like he still would have been successful. Um, this kid, the way that he did his interview, and I listened to him, and not listen to him as if he's from my area. I listened to him as he's an NFL draft prospect, like any other kid. And just the way he carries himself, the way that he's feel, he's not thinking about where he's from. He's thinking about where he's going.
yeah,
And that's one thing I respect and love about the kid. And I wish him nothing but the best.
yeah,
Shout out to
definitely.
the city of Williston. You guys produce a lot of talent. You guys produce a lot of pro talent, and you don't get enough credit or enough love. So I want to give love to Williston, Florida, Levy County, Florida, to be exact. Yeah, love you, and we hope you can keep producing black men that are successful in college and then move on to be successful in the pro league.
Isn't Brian Norris? Isn't he supposed to be in this draft this year?
That's a good question. I need to look that up to be for sure. I know he's from South Florida. Linebacker. Um,
Yeah, from
great player.
Florida. Yeah, from Florida.
Um,
And
yeah,
then it was another kid. It was a white boy. He went to FAU.
white. Yeah.
It, it,
FAU
yeah, I think his name
from
was like
Chiefs, correct?
yeah, I think his name was like Norris or
Yeah, I can't remember.
Garrett Norris or something like that.
I honestly can't even remember to be honest with you. But yeah, yeah, man. Dre's itching this morning, boy. Go ahead. Anyway, so like I was saying, brother, man,
Way off track.
the NFL draft was like I said, very surprising. What I was not surprised about was the top five picks. Nothing came as a shocker. Um, Brock Bowers going to the Raiders was amazing. I just don't know who their quarterback is. It doesn't really matter because the type of offense that they run is perfect for him.
Yeah,
He's gonna show out. I really feel that way. I really thought he was overrated, but it depended on the system he went to, and now he's gonna shine in that system. He's in a system like West Coast or a system like the Chiefs, where it's wide open spread. He would have been perfect.
yeah,
You know. Who else? The one thing that didn't surprise me is no running backs was chosen. Um, Cornerbacks was taken late, which is kind of surprising as well because you would think with all these wide receivers, you would need somebody to cover these boys. Like I don't know. It was very surprising to see. Now the defensive end, I need y'all to understand this is a very, 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 very weak class for
yeah,
defensive ends and offense, outside linebackers and of that such. Very weak class. Next year, wow, you don't want to know. Next year's gonna be crazy when it comes to defensive players. Might like the quarterbacks decide the top three. The top three quarterbacks are gonna be good, and which I think is Carson Beck, Shiloh. I mean not Shiloh, Shador, Sanders, and what's the other one kid? Quinn Ewers. Sorry. Quinn Ewers from Texas. The top three next year, I think, will be those three. Um Shador,
be 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 keep it real, man.
man, he remind me of Baker Mayfield too much. Like, man, I'm for real. Like the moxie of him reminds me of Baker
Yeah,
Mayfield too much. Like his personality. Um, which is cool. I respect it. I love it. If it came with W,
yeah.
and if it came with wins, like I need you to hush if you losing. Like I ain't trying to tell the man to hush. How I want to put this.
Hey,
I love Cam Newton's attitude because Cam Newton came from a Heisman Trophy winning season, number one pick, and rookie of the year. You can talk like that when you walk like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like when Colorado, I love Deion Sanders, but this year has to be the year. It can't be no 2-year season, 2-win season. It's not gonna be a successful season because they won a game or two.
yeah,
This year it's just more. I don't even want to hear talking so much. I just want to see them play because I think they're gonna have a great team. And if you see the schedule is crazy. Their schedule, man, they're set up to maybe lose 1 or 2 games. I'm being honest with you. They don't play no hard team. They have absolutely no hard teams to play. Nebraska is like one of the hardest games that they play on their whole schedule.
what?
Yeah, bro. Yes. Nebraska is like one of the hardest games they play. They're in the Big 12 now. The Big 12 doesn't have Texas or Oklahoma no more. So like Texas Tech and Nebraska and all those are the top teams in the Big 12, and Kansas and Kansas State. So like the best team that they're playing next year is Kansas State, Nebraska, Iowa.
Hmm.
Like brother, there is no team that's gonna probably even be ranked in the top 25 that they play next year. So like there's no excuses. Like he should ball out like Heisman type year. in my opinion. Um,
That's crazy.
I don't like Carson Beck though. I'm gonna just keep it 100, which I don't like Carson Beck. I
Yeah,
think
me
Q
neither.
and Ewers is probably the best quarterback out the group, in my opinion. Shador will be. I don't know. I may switch all that by the end of the year, but I got to see this year, man. I got to
I
see.
think I think Rashada is going to he's eventually going to overtake Carson Beck. I don't think Carson Beck. I don't think Carson Beck is like that. But I'm just saying I don't think Rashada is
Carson
like
Beck
that.
gonna be a
I
top
I I,
five pick next year.
I don't think, bro. I
I don't think he's
understand.
worth it. I don't think he's worth it. But you have to understand. What's the dude from BYU? Zach Wilson.
Yeah, yeah. I get like yeah.
You know,
We
they overrate a lot of people.
yeah. We're both saying the same thing. I'm saying like I think Beck is overrated, and I think Rashada is overrated. They both overrated. But
I
the
want Rashad
point,
to play
huh?
bad. I want Rashad to play bad. I want him to please stick him in there.
Yeah,
Please, bro. Like
yeah.
he is so overrated. He is so man. Oh my goodness. Go watch the film.
Hey, I don't think Kirby Smart that dumb though. Cause
I don't
like
understand why did they take him. Like, do you know their backups? They have Vandergrift, which is like the number one rated quarterback from like 2 years ago. Brock Vandergrift. They have
yeah,
another quarterback that was like ranked number 6 in the country like last year. I forgot the freshman, Aaron Nolan. I think that's his name, Aaron Nolan. And
yeah.
bro, they got two five-star quarterback backup, and then you go get Jayden Rashada. He's not gonna see the field. Next year he's not gonna see the field. I don't understand that.
I think
Vandergraft has been there for so long, he's not giving that up.
I think this year Georgia will it'll be the start of them coming back down to reality. They had like three amazing years, but like this year you'll start to see the decline a little bit. Cause
I
like
see Texas as being the reason Georgia not do so well. I see Texas losing one game, 2 games, but I see Georgia losing 1 or 2 games. I see Alabama losing 3 or 4. Like I'm
yeah
just gonna be honest. I
yeah
see Alabama lose 3 games this year. And
I,
only because the head coach, like the defense is not gonna be what it used to be. People need to
yeah
go ahead and get ready for that. Like they lost everybody. Like I'm talking about they lost people that was supposed to come back, they lost them too. Caleb Downs was supposed to be the next shoot, I can't remember how well Alabama safety did that he did, the numbers.
yeah
Um
he going to Ohio State.
oh yeah. And he gonna go in the draft in like 1 more year.
Yeah
And that
yeah
be that. He reminds me like, bro, like hit, man. That boy can hit. That boy can cover. I respect him. I like him a lot. I like also that he ain't gonna be in the SEC anymore.
yeah
Um,
yeah. I saw Taylor Mays when I
Same here.
I saw Taylor Mays when I saw
Yeah,
him.
I say the same thing. I just feel like Georgia gonna have an offense. It's just this year our defense is gonna be a little, not what we used to. They're just got to outscore people. That's all
Yeah,
it is. Got to outscore people. We will have 3 or 4 teams in the playoffs. LSU is gonna be the most overrated team in the league next year.
I hate to say it because I love Nussmeyer. Um, because like I've been he played middle school ball with Alex, my brother Alex. People that don't know, he played middle school ball with Alex. So like I've been
Yeah.
watching him since he was a kid, but he at LSU, so I can't like overall I agree with you, but I still kind of
He's a
like
good quarterback.
yeah yeah
I haven't seen him play. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't seen him really play that much. But from what the projections are, he got to be at least a decent quarterback. But they lost.
say that
People,
again.
what happened to LSU when they lost those wide receivers? Like they needed a year to pick it back up. to get Malik Neighbors and Thomas. They're gonna just need a year to get it back. Give them one more year, they'll get it back next year. In my opinion, I think Florida. How can I put this? We need another wide receiver. I ain't saying from the portal, but I'm just saying like even one that steps up from us. We need one more weapon. I don't like we got enough running back. You can't have three running back weapons because all three can't play. If you had
Yeah.
three wide receiver weapons, all three can play. So we need another wide receiver to step up, in my opinion. The tight ends, that's great. We can have the best tight end it is. We don't even throw to him like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need one that is consistent, not an all star, just consistent. Get us 10-yard pops. Get us a 10-yard post, 5-yard drag that you take 15 yards. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Defense. If we have a decent defense, we need more than a decent defense. But if we have one, I see us winning 7, 8 games.
Hmm. Yeah. I
In my
think
opinion.
I
But
I
oh my bad, brother.
I think we can. I think we can win like from what I seen at the spring game. Cause like I kind of analyze it a little bit differently. I think we could have the potential to be a 10-win team. People gotta understand. Like I really like,
Well, we lying early, ain't we?
bro.
We
I
lying early, boy. 10 games,
I really like
10 games.
I really like what I
That's
saw,
two
bro.
losses. 2 to 2 losses.
I really like what I
Two to
saw.
two losses.
I was telling people last year, bro. After the spring game, I was telling people like we ain't gonna win. We probably if we win 4 games, like that's a win. That's a winning season in a sense because this team is awful. Like from what I was seeing, I was because like
Yeah.
I was looking at it differently, and I, I ain't saying we're gonna win 10, but I'm just saying like from what I seen, we have the potential to win 10. Realistically,
Yeah.
we'll probably win like 8. I'll say 8.
Yeah. I say
I'll say
7 8. I
yeah,
say 7 8. Seven's a bad year. Seven's a bad year, in my opinion. That's sad that we even 7 or 8 is a good year to us. But to me, that's a bad year. It's another year wasted. I'm tired of looking at recruiting. I'm tired of looking at all that because it doesn't matter if we ain't getting W's. It really don't. I don't care how many 5 stars we bring in and how many this and that. If we don't start winning, bro, like it really don't matter, in my
yeah,
opinion. I just feel like you stocking up the cupboard for the next coach,
yeah,
and that's just my opinion. Um, he has to win. If we win 6 games again, he gone. But like I said, we are Billy Napier fans. We love Billy Napier. We hope the best because we are Gator fans. That's our coach, and we running with him. So back
yeah,
to what I was saying about the draft, brother. Great first round.
yeah.
It's crazy how one round lasted 3 hours. I don't know how they did that. Uh,
They stretch
it
it
went
out.
from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock in one round.
They stretch it out. It's a big deal.
Like I mean, like it was incredible. All the wide receivers that was taken in the first round, very shocking. 1 through 4 was not a surprise, like I said. 5 through 10 was kind of like easy to map out, except for the Falcons pick. Nobody knows what the hell they're thinking. Um, you could have got Michael Penix Jr. in the second round, even though he's a great quarterback. You could have traded back and got him. Like traded back to 20s and still got him. Um, I don't know, brother. Just my
Yeah,
opinion.
that threw me off. And I seen Falcon fans trying to convince themselves, yes, he is great. He, he's he, he's like Kawhi Leonard. When Kawhi
Mhm.
Leonard is healthy, you know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It ain't no question. Like you know you're gonna get somebody that's going to exceed expectations, but he's rarely healthy. So like
Yeah.
his health is because like basically like you said, you could have got you could have got this pick in the second round. So say for instance if you start him or he plays and he does get hurt, then what? Cause like
Yeah.
that was the thing with Hendon Hooker last year, and he went the second or third round or whatever it was because he was lighting it up at Tennessee, but his injury issues pushed him back to like the second or third round, whatever he got picked up. But it's just
Did he even play last year?
no, he got hurt. But like I understand the thinking because at the end of the day, I wouldn't trust Kirk Cousins. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the NFL, and
Yeah.
he's just a shiny toy with no like substance
Mm.
into it. Like, but I can understand the thinking that,
Yeah.
and also I can never pronounce his name, but the pick from Chicago, the
Mhm.
wide the wide receiver from Washington. I
Wa-
can't think of
Washington. Yeah.
yeah, I can't think of his name.
Ecuador. Okay.
Cause like for me,
Great pick.
I don't know. Cause like for me, I thought they were gonna go defense. Cause like my thinking was okay.
They trying to load up on the offense for the QB.
Yeah, that's true. But like my thinking was okay. You you got your franchise quarterback on offense. So
Mhm.
my thing was, hey, why don't you get your franchise piece on defense? Because they don't really have that. Because like on the offensive end, you signed all of this. You signed DeAndre Swift.
That would
You
have been
signed,
though at the number 8.
huh? Said who that would have
What
been?
pick did they draft?
9.
Yeah, number 9.
Said who?
Yeah, like
Um,
there ain't. I'm trying to think of a defensive player that's like this year ain't have no like. Last year had all the. I mean, big name defensive players that we knew about. This year, not really. Like there wasn't one big time name on defense this year.
I would have took that chance on Dallas Turner, bro.
Yeah, yeah. The
Because
potential's there.
yeah,
Potential's there.
yeah, potentially. Because like I understand what they did, and I like it, but I don't like it. I like it for the simple fact of you got somebody that your quarterback wanted because
Bad,
all the
bad.
cause like all the way up into the draft week, they were spending all of this time together, hanging out with each other or whatever. So it's a smart move. I like that for that. But at the same time, was he really the best wide receiver on the board? No. And like that's
Yeah, that's for debate. You know how, like I said, it's all about scheme fit.
yeah,
That's how they do things. You know what I mean? He may not be the best overall wide receiver, but he might be the best for their scheme. It might, be best for their quarterback, the type of wide receiver that he is. Like in a West Coast offense, you want a wide receiver that can catch the ball and run routes more than speed. That's why they love Ricky Pearsall so well. The man got speed and he run route.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? Like the man gonna be nasty in the NFL, man. Better than he
if
was in college.
if they able to keep Ayuk, boy, that offense gonna be crazy. Cause like
Hey, they're gonna be the only offense in the NFL with two white boys on the field at the same time. And wide receiver and running back, you ain't gonna see no shit like that in the NFL.
cause boy, and people gotta understand. We ain't just saying this. Ricky, cause like if you really look at it, Ricky Pearsall ain't ours. We didn't recruit him. He just
On the
transferred.
state.
So like he's not one of ours technically, but like we don't have an incentive to be biased towards this kid. But what, bro? He's definitely the real deal, bro. The 49ers
Yeah,
got the,
I agree. I
I didn't expect for him to go that high, but he the real deal, and it's just like even though they're in our division as well, I'm happy that the Panthers got uh Bryce Young a little bit of help. They got the kid from South Carolina, Leggett, Leggett. They got him a little bit of help,
yeah, yeah.
and at the end, but overall, man, it's a lot of talent. Like I'm surprised Cooper DeJean didn't get picked up. I'm surprised that.
Mm.
I thought he was gonna go
He's
first
a safety.
first round.
Safety, that's why they don't really draft safeties that high.
I
They
thought
don't
he was a
respect safeties like that no more.
I thought he was a corner.
He's a corner, but they're gonna play him at safety in the NFL. He's a nickel safety.
Okay.
Yeah, they got him as like a nickel safety, and if he ain't gonna play outside, they're not gonna pick him in the first round.
Makes sense. Shoot
Great
if he
quarterback. I mean, great player.
shoot
But
if he dropped to us, I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad at all. But he will start day one with us in our secondary. Um, yeah, he would one day. I promise you, day one. Before we get out of here, brother, I'm gonna ask one more question. I hate to make it short. Like I said, I gotta get ready for this shoot. Um, who do you think won the first round last night? And who do you think had the worst pick in the draft? And when we'll get out of here.
All bias aside, I think Philly won because I'm looking at everything overall. Like you you bring in Quinion to a defense that has like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. Well, um they added Devin White. Um, they have the Ringo kid. Who else?
Mhm.
Josh Sweat. Like he's like honestly, it's a situation where like the rich is only getting richer in a sense because
Mhm.
foolishly everybody just took all these quarterbacks when they didn't have to, i.e. the Falcons. But like
Yeah.
yeah, I think personally they won the draft, and the 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 biggest loser, and this is all bias aside, I really think it's the Falcons because, like you said,
Mhm.
you didn't have to pick um, Penix Jr. at 8.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's a high risk, high reward pick, but at the same time, it's a lot more risk
Yeah.
involved in that pick. It's a lot more risk because, like, say for instance, because as you know, the NFL game is a lot more physical, or whatever. But like, say for instance, if you start him and he's injured by week 4, then what? So like, I
That's
don't
true now. Yeah.
cause like you said, in basically like we discussed, like every mock draft had him dropping to the second round.
Mhm.
I don't think nobody after
Second, third round.
yeah I don't think nobody after Atlanta would have picked him.
Mhm.
So
Well, in my opinion, I'm trying to think of the worst. I had one, the Buffalo Bills. Uh, Buffalo Bills at number 27 pick, I think, the 28. I can't remember. They traded completely out of the first round to pick up a third round pick and let the Chiefs draft one of the best wide receivers in the draft. Why would you give Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy? I don't know. I was like, why would you let them like draft him just to take away? You just gave up one of the best wide receivers in the league, and you didn't draft one. Like I was like, all right, they finna get Xavier Worthy. They just let go of my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trading him. They ain't got no
Stephon
wide
Diggs.
receiver left from a. Yeah, Stephon Diggs, and I'm like, they gonna replace him. Xavier Worthy, speed wide receiver, tall, great replacement, kind of like a duplicate.
Yeah,
And I'm like, trade with the Chiefs. Why would you give him to the Chiefs? It, man, I was just so shocked and like, I just didn't understand it. I just didn't understand the move. Like the to get an extra third round pick, I was like, Tampa could have gave you that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of weird. It's like the GMs work with each other. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. My favorite
yeah,
pick of the draft.
yeah. That
Hmm,
was horrible, bro.
that's a hard one. There were some good ones. I know I'm trying not to be boring and pick an offensive lineman, man, because like I said, the offensive lineman this year, the offensive lineman is probably one of the best strengths in the draft this year.
Yeah,
Offensive line, offensive tackle, offensive guard. It's probably one of the deepest. Besides wide receiver, it's one of the deepest positions. But to go with my favorite pick, who we gonna go with, baby? Man, the Raiders ain't got a quarterback. That's the thing. I would have went with Brock Bowers, but the Raiders ain't got a quarterback that I know of.
well, another pick I like personally, I like Nate Wiggins to Baltimore.
Yeah, I like Nate Wiggins to Baltimore. I thought that was a great choice. God dog it, I just had it in my head, man. Jeez, dude. Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison to Arizona Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins still there, right?
I believe so.
Great, great pick. Kyler Murray is a type of run and run around quarterback, need more time. You basically just gave him the best weapon in the NFL draft. I thought they were gonna be stupid and trade out because that's what everybody said that they was gonna trade out and let somebody else go get Marvin Harrison. No, Arizona is known for wide receivers. Larry Fitzgerald,
Anquan
one of the
Bolden.
greatest wide receivers. Yeah, Aquan Bolden, um, bro, like it's known. They've always been a spread it out offense. Kurt Warner used to be there. People don't even remember Kurt Warner played for the Arizona Cardinals. They've always Carson Palmer played for the Arizona Cardinals. They've always had a wide open spread offense that's best for the wide receiver. It seems like they've never changed that. Tampa's always ran that Tampa two cover two. after Dungy's been there, and it's just certain thing that never leave organization. And that's my favorite pick, hands down. I love Marvin Harrison. A lot of people don't because he didn't run the 40 and all that. I don't give a F about the 40. Route running is what's the important thing to me when it comes to wide receiver. And then hands.
Yeah,
The hands can be great. If you can't get open, who gives a damn?
yeah, it's kind of like it's that wide receiving core is kind of going to be like the 2004 2005 wide receiving core. That was the that was the
Mm.
year that was the year they drafted Larry Fitzgerald 2004, and you had
Yeah.
you had you had Larry Fitzgerald on one side and Anquan Bolden on the other side. So
Other side. And you had somebody in the slot that was nasty. I couldn't remember. But they had some nasty wide receivers, boy.
yeah, and I think that I think he's there. They had a kid McBride, the tight end.
Yeah.
They have him.
Yeah.
They have a, like I think this is a situation
They have
where
all.
I think this is a situation where they putting Kyler Murray feet to the fire. Like, hey, we got you all of this talent,
Yep.
so like you
I
go.
think this year he got to do something.
Yeah, you got to. Cause like it's a make or break for a couple of quarterbacks. It's a make or break for
I was about to
him.
say a couple of them.
Yeah, it's a make or break for him. It's a make or break for that bum Dak Prescott. It's a make or break for our boy Lamar
That
Jackson.
bum.
It's a make or
Crazy.
break for our boy Lamar Jackson. That's the biggest one. He got to do something this year, bro. And I love Lamar. You got
Did he
your
win the
AFC.
playoff game last year?
I don't think so. You
Oh
got
yeah, he lost at home.
you got Derrick Henry, bro. Your defense is stacked. You got Zay Flowers. You got all of these. At least the AFC Championship. Because if they make it to the AFC Championship and they lose to the Chiefs, it ain't no shame in that. But you
Who did the
drafted
Ravens draft?
they drafted Nate Wiggins, the corner from
Okay.
Clemson.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that ran like the 4.2 or whatever it was. But
Oh, real. Okay. I can mess with that.
they have to do is great as Lamar Jackson is. They have to do something.
Yeah, the defense is very, like I said, the defense is ready.
So
All things they've been building around him for a long time. Things will get better. Like I said, things will get right for him this year. I'm excited to see about the Chargers. I love the Chargers pick. They got the best tackle in the draft.
yeah,
I think he's going to be a Pro Bowler first year. To be honest with you, he's a great.
first
He
year.
is first year, man. Last year he could have been a top five pick. He just went back. Um, I think his last name Alt. I can't remember.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
the kid from Penn State? Where you from?
yeah. Joe Alt from Notre Dame.
Yeah, for Notre Dame. Notre Dame, the white kid. Uh, Beast. I used to watch him. I don't even know. Like I remember they used to show highlights of Notre Dame because they would have close games and all that stuff. And you would see run plays, bro. This man running fast as the running back, like blocking two or three people in one play. And that reminded me of one of the Pouncey twins.
Mm-hmm.
It just reminds me of one of them. Like they always hit first level, then second level, and you can see them in the open field. Like it's crazy. A big man shouldn't be able to block an open field that well. You
Yeah,
know. So same thing with Barton. Barton, the one that we drafted, mean streak is crazy. The man might get some penalties for the mean streak, but I'm fine with it. He one of those like I'm talking about. You hear this quarterback, he fight. I like
yeah.
those kind of offensive linemen. I love them. Him
Okay,
being 6'5" playing center is a little. I don't know how that's gonna work.
okay. Then one question I got for you, and then we can make this quick. Who do you think we're going to draft tonight.
Ooh, man, the quarterback that I wanted is gone, so Michael Penix is not a choice. Um,
Yeah, I'm sad.
there's no quarterbacks that I want in the second round. Um, I mean Spencer Rattler. Man, I don't know. I just don't know. That's a third, fourth round pick.
He he he
Tonight,
he's another high risk, high reward type guy.
tonight,
Yeah,
I think
I,
we're going corner,
I think we got three picks
safety, or
tonight.
linebacker. Huh?
I think we got three picks tonight.
Oh, it's second and third round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We going second round is probably gonna be a wide receiver. If we got three picks tomorrow, then second round is gonna be a wide receiver or a defensive end. The sucky part is I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. If the Frazier kid from Northwestern falls to us in the second round, we're gonna get two offensive linemen back to back.
From where now?
I think he's from Northwestern. His last name Frazier.
But
He's the
but
offensive guard.
do you think that's a bad thing?
No.
Okay.
Boring. Boring. Yeah. But to be honest with you, if we make this kid's gonna be Barton's gonna be awesome. I know that much. Centers, I always pay attention to them. For some reason, centers never get drafted in the first round, but they always end up Pro Bowlers with the first one. Like Alex Mack, when he went
Yeah.
to the Chargers, I was like, man, why would you draft a center? Nigga, a Pro Bowl first year. Then they had a center that played for the Colts. Uh, he didn't even have a quarterback, and they drafted a center. He went to Pro Bowl first year. I'm like, oh,
Uh,
okay.
you're talking about Quentin
I
Nelson.
Quentin Nelson. And I'm like, yo, I'm like, why would you draft him so early? Pro Bowl first year. Bro, it's just certain offensive linemen that come ready. They just come ready. Tristan Wirth, Pro Bowl first year. And you just gotta know these players. Barton is one of those. He's a beast, man, for a center. He's gonna be a beast for a center. He was all SEC, all American as a left tackle.
And
I
and
mean,
and, and speaking of that pick, I was kind of upset at first because everybody making these flashy picks, but then like I thought about it, I was like, okay, so they just doing their best to protect Baker, which makes
yeah.
sense. Which makes
And
sense. I was,
Marquise, they think that's why, but it's the running game. It ain't really. I'm gonna give you one. It ain't really to protect Baker. It's like the white boy we got trash, and they feel like these boys ain't opening no holes. So we finna get big up the middle and the outside. We
yeah,
want 6'5" in the left tackle. We want 6'5" in center. We finna get some big boys up here, and that's why I feel only thing that we got a first round pick in the left tackle. We got a second round pick in the right tackle. We got a second round pick as the right guard. We got a first round pick as the center. The only position that we have left is the left guard.
yeah,
That's it. And they all first and second round picks. The last time, if we make another second round pick for left guard, I think we solidified the offensive line for the next 5 to 10 years. Easily. Easily. And that's why I say it'll be boring to everybody else. It'll be super boring. Nobody want to hear that shit. I don't want no two offensive line. I get it. I understand. It's boring, boring, boring. But I'm gonna just ask y'all one question. When I think they're trying to build the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. You remember when them boys had three Pro Bowlers on one freaking offensive line, the
yeah,
center, the guard, and the damn tackle?
yeah. When they had Tyron Smith,
Tyron Smith, what's the dude
Zach
that Martin?
Zach Martin, Travis Frederick.
The track was fit. MG, that was cheating.
Yeah,
That offensive line, like they made Zeke Elliott look like, come on, man, come
it's
on.
it's 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 it's, it's really boring, but at the
It
same
is
time, like you said,
until they started playing. Until they started playing Sunday.
yeah, like it's really smart. Like
It is.
drafting, like drafting Anton Whitfield in the second round.
Genius.
Like people really
I was
people
mad
re-
we didn't get in the first round.
but people were saying like that wasn't a sexy pick considering like
Shit, they ain't watch
consider
film.
considering like who because like after we drafted him, I had a homeboy of mine. He from Cali, and
Yeah,
he told me he was like, yo, Antoine Whitfield Jr. that thing, and
yeah,
when we drafted Vita Vea, because I ain't know much about Vita Vea, but like a buddy of mine, he an Eagles fan. He told me he was like, bro, y'all got the best nose tackle in the draft, type deal. I was like, oh okay, whatever. So and it turned out like when he healthy, he that thing. But
he is
it's
that
like,
thing. I didn't realize though he getting that old. He's been in the league 10 years now.
yeah,
I didn't know that. It's been it goes fast. It goes really fast. We're looking to replace him. I realized why we drafted Can't See Now. Like we're gonna need him in a couple years to take over next
I
2 to 3 years.
I hope that I
He
hope
become
that
that's what I want.
yeah, I hope that Kansas kicks it in gear, and I hope that Dennis kicks it in gear as well, cause like
Last year was a great draft. Y'all be nasty. Yaya nasty. Yaya is one of the best steals. He's gonna be one of the best steals of all time for our team. Uh, I'm dead
I
serious, bro. He reminds me
I
of a great linebacker like Derrick Brooks. He
I did
reminds me of one of them because he could play cover, he could run, and he could blitz. He could do everything.
I did not expect for him to be this good.
I did. Only reason,
I
listen,
didn't.
I didn't expect him to be good against the run or the cover. I was more worried about his coverage. But go watch the film at Louisville, bro. That man was nasty. He had like, I don't know, like 30 sacks in college. And I was
Yeah,
like, how the hell did he last this long then? But then they were talking about his size and his speed at the combine. I'm like, bro, this combine is why a lot of y'all get fired. Go
yeah,
watch the film. Like, MG, a lot of them boys be nervous too, bro. Like, y'all don't think we got nerves? You run a bad 40 because all this cameras flashing in your damn face. You don't know if you hear the whistle or not, when to start, when not to start. Am I leaning too much? I'm doing too much damn thinking.
yeah,
Like, and it don't matter, bro. I don't run straight forward. That's a 350-pound man. I'm finna shake the shit out of his ass. I ain't finna run straight at him. Like,
yeah,
what's the 40 got to do with a defensive end, bro? Like, I never understood that. A defensive tackle. Oh, he ran a 4.8. That's great. How strong is he?
yeah,
I don't give a damn how fast he is. How strong is he? Like, bro, the center that you finna go against is 6'5", 330. The man finna block him in one hand. Like, oh, but he's fast. He got to get his hands on him. But what if he do? What happened? He pushed him out the hole and the running back over 15 yards. Damn, I can't have that.
yeah,
Just so he may get through the hole, he may get through the gap. Nah. Like, it's just certain things, MG, you gotta look for it. It ain't even hard. Which, I
yeah,
mean, I look at the combine to solidify film. That's it. If a guy run fast on film, I mean, I see him running fast like Ricky Pearsall. He run fast as hell on film. He quit titch. He quit twitch. 4-4-1. I see that on the film. 4-2-1 shuttle. Damn, so see that on the film. Let's go draft him. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I watch Xavier Words, and the only thing that scares me about him, bro, I didn't see it on the field like that. The 4-2-6.
Mm-hmm.
That's what scares me. Coleman, I seen how slow you was. That's why everything was a jump contested. I didn't want him. I dang sure ain't want the Wilson kid. He can't catch.
Talking about the running back.
No,
No,
Wilson
no,
from
no.
Florida State.
Oh yeah.
He can't catch.
The
6'7".
yeah, the really tall one. Yeah,
Can't catch. And he's slow.
yeah, he is slow.
Coleman at least could catch and he got ups, but you ain't separated from nobody.
Yeah,
And
he.
before we I just want to say one last thing, MG, to the FSU fans, man. One more thing, brother. I got to say this because I feel really good about this, bro, because I remember everything. All the board shots, all the Twitter shots. Y'all said that Coleman was the best wide receiver in the state of Florida. Y'all said that Coleman was better than every wide receiver we had on our roster. I would tell you like this: Ricky Pearsall was a top first round pick, and Wilson is twice as good as him. Don't you ever disrespect number three like that again. Don't you ever in your fucking lie disrespect Eugene Wilson like that again. Talking about Coleman was better than Pearsall and everybody on our team. Keep smoking that good weed. I need some. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here on that, bro. That's all I got to say. Go Gators.